My name's Trevor Joslin. I am the sales manager and marketing director for Stealth Craft Boats.
Me and Trevor met 3 years ago. Could have been just through the way things work in the world of fly fishing, or because I had a pretty bad habit of breaking my trailer a whole bunch. Trevor just happens to work down the road at Stealth Craft. He's the manager there, and
one day we're just talking in the shop. He stopped in to get something done on his trailer. Obviously, happens all the time. He's like, we should go fishing together. Something that I have always loved to do growing up in Michigan.
I believe we went out the next night and the next night, and ever since then,
every day. We just clicked. Our personalities really aligned.
Most of my free nights, if I'm out fishing and not guiding, more than likely Trevor's in the boat.
The drive and effort that we both want to put into being out on the water, catching fish, having a good time, and just enjoying every second of it. Even the short amount of time that we've known each other, it feels like we've been best friends our whole life.
Every year, me and my friends head down to Arkansas to chase really some of the largest brown trout that live in a river.
The first time Westley and I ever went fishing, me, him, one of our buddies went mousing for brown trout.
Mousing is our favorite way of going and chasing after trout. The main reason is it takes a certain size fish to have to need to feed on larger prey subjects, such as a mouse or a frog. When you go out after dark, the main thing we're targeting is larger alpha male brown trout.
Sight is really taken out of the picture, and now you're going off of sound, you're going off of feel.
The anticipation you get of topwater bass fishing mixed with this weird sensory deprivation of where is my fly, where is my rod, which way is shore.
I would not tell anybody to just grab your jet boat and start driving up this river at night. If you don't know what you're doing, you can really get yourself in some serious situations. The fog is intense. Half the time I'm driving my boat up the river using the GPS on my phone because I can't see either bank. It's petrifying and I'm shaking with adrenaline.
It's not necessarily for the faint of heart. Sometimes we see the sunset and we see the sunrise all in the same fishing session. To be honest, most of the nights that happens. We're not talking about brown trout that swim from the ocean, and we're not talking about even some of the lake run fish that can run in from some of the Great Lakes systems. We're talking about brown trout that spend 365 days a year in the river. Down there, these fish look like they go to the gym. On paper, we gave ourselves 2 weeks with the question of how long is it going to take us, and if it's even going to be possible for us to catch the trout of our dreams. So we make it down there a few days ahead of some of our other buddies. I towed my drift boat down, Trevor brought a jet boat down, and our buddy Miles was gonna be bringing down another drift boat. So we had a whole crew down here. Wants to sit like this, and then some of them sit just two nose forward with the bead like that. That one's not bad.
Getting down here, a 13-hour, 14-hour drive through a storm, driving all night, getting here at midday, sleeping for the remainder of the afternoon, getting out and trying to stay in that boat awake till 6 in the morning till it's daylight, and then replicate that night after night for 13 days straight. It's just an incredible fishery that really takes a toll on someone. If you can put up with it, it's definitely worth doing.
The first few nights kind of went as expected. We caught some fish. Awesome.
Good one. Oh, good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Probably rolled, 10 to 20 fish the first few nights. We're just kind of getting back comfortable with the system. The river's so big that you could spend an entire week fishing the left side of the river, and you could spend the entire second week fishing the right side of the river. Night 5, night 6, somewhere in there, we had a bad night. We clearly just casted our mouse in all the wrong spots at all the wrong times. Really important to understand whether they're putting water into the river, taking water out of the river, whether the hole that you want to be fishing in is under 12 feet of water or whether it's 6 inches deep there.
We're hooking 18s, 20s, a little bit over 20s, but nothing crazy hitting the net.
So now we're a little bit over a week into the trip.
The effort, the organization, getting the places to stay, everybody that is in this house has a lot invested just coming to fish down here.
At this point, we had caught plenty of nice fish, and it started to increase our size. We still weren't quite seeing the quality of fish, realistically, that we came down here for.
We're sleep deprived by 5 a.m. Everybody in the boat is just miserable. We're out here to have a good time, but we are down here to catch big fish.
We're not worried, but we're a little worried.
Oh, yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. This is a good one.
This year, I tied the most flies I have ever tied while on a vacation trip. I spent weeks tying to get ready for this trip, and I thought I had everything that I needed. Every night I tied 10 to 20 flies. I played with different sizes, different angles of the foam, different trailer hooks, articulated flies.
Ready? Where you are. Not yet, not yet. When he stops on that. 3.
Westley got his ideas flowing and got on the vise.
We started downsizing our presentations and backing off of our stripping cadences. We gave ourselves 2 weeks, and all of a sudden that 1 week flew by. So the belt started getting cinched a little bit tighter, caffeine intake went up. Oh, we honestly had to kind of start locking in a little bit more. I get what we think at the time is, a solid fish, a fish that at least helps get some of the stress off of our back.
Let me get that. Let me get that.
There we go. There we go. Game, set, match. Game, set, match.
This is game 6 one, right?
We had a bottle of whiskey, we've all kind of half celebrated, but with a little bit of twinge of regret, albeit. It's not quite the fish, but if it's all we had to work with, it was fine. It was a great fish. We still have 4 days left, and we didn't want to just dawdle and not still take this as serious as possible, right? 4 days is still a really long time when it could be the next cast on any given night.
The largest resident brown trout, wild brown trout in the world live right here. We're just a group of northern Michigan kids that like staying up late and figured we'd come out to Arkansas and try it ourselves. Caught a lot of fish, and we've really caught some nice fish, but something in me and just really wants to catch, kind of that fish that a lot of people would call a once-in-a-lifetime fish.
focus, okay?
Okay.
Send me some fucking photos and go get it. Concentrate. Turn on the music. Get into the vibe. Let's do this.
Thanks, Mom. That was
Jesus.
great. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Cheers, boys. The big ones.
Big one.
It's biggest. Biggest one. Yeah. Nice and easy, Trevor. Let him go. It's huge. It's the one. It's the one. It's the one.
A spot that, you know, it's kind of like every other spot there. And in the middle of our conversation, Jack, the cameraman, rolls what I would say is the biggest fish of the entire trip.
We just rolled that fish. We're gonna reset. We're gonna row up as quiet as he could, sit us down in the spot, wait. We're gonna calm down.
I pick up the anchor. I start pushing down on the fish.
I send one out to my right, and I just give it a strip. And I see a weight come up behind this fly. I'm breathing so hard. I'm just trying to strip this fish in. It takes me right to the reel.
Trevor's got an 8-weight, pretty much as corked as I've ever seen an 8-weight, and not break. This fish did whatever he wanted. When he went left, we went left. When he went right, we went right.
Oh, God. $30! Oh, yeah.
Trevor, before I do anything.
Oh, I love you, boy.
30 and a half inches, buddy. That's tough. I can't even compose myself. 30 and a half. 30 and a half.
I'm staring at the fish that I've thought about my entire life.
I almost can't even put into words what we all felt at that point. I've been casting my entire life to see a fish like that.
Oh my God. Jack, it happened. Jack.
I may never catch a fish like that the rest of my life.
For it to all come together after all of these hours, weeks, and years of casting and fly tying, and there's just so many things that came together.
Didn't take me 4 years to catch that fish because I started coming down here 4 years ago. This is a culmination of a lifetime of fishing. It's the first day I picked up a fly rod and the first day Westley picked up a fly rod. It wasn't just because I threw a mouse out there. Being able to share that moment with my guys, I mean,
We were wondering if a 30-inch trout was ever going to fit in that net, and we got our answer. We just did it. We just caught the fish of our dreams.